Alright, 6 feet, going deep. This thing Torius with.
This your girl Zyana Trillz.
Mr. Nobody.
Alright, Zyana Trillz. Why don't you tell us about like what you do?
I'm an R&B singer from Miami. I've been singing since I was like 4 years old. And I just started my music career, I guess you could say, about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I just sing. That's it.
What about like growing up you grew up down here, right? In Miami, Florida?
I grew up in Miami, Florida, yeah.
How was it growing up down here?
It was, it's been amazing. I love my city. Like, it's beautiful. Everybody thinks it's luxurious, which it is, but, Miami has its...
Like its other side to it.
Right.
Like the suburbs and stuff.
It's got its trail side.
Yeah. Side no one wants to see.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, what about like in school? Like, what kind of kid were you like growing up in school?
In school, I loved school. Like, I would always want to be elementary though. Elementary, middle school. I wanted to be in class all day, every day, reading books.
You had like a lot of friends?
Yeah, I had a lot of friends. I did. And then I got to high school, and then I wanted to be cool, so I started skipping class, and I was the bad girl.
Elementary?
No, high school.
Oh, okay, in high school.
Yeah, right.
What was like you just wanted to like be cool with everyone, and just you were like doing what your friends were doing?
Yeah.
Were you singing back then too, like in high school?
I was, yes. It's a funny story. I actually went to Robert Morgan for cosmetology, and I picked chorus as an elective because I was like, you know what, like, I love singing. It's something that I love, so why not do that as an elective, and then I'll just do the little 4 years of cosmetology, get my hair license thing, and be a hairstylist. But I tried out for the chorus, and my teacher was like, no, we can't have you in cosmetology. Like, I'll buy all your school uniform shirts. We're going to switch your whole strand. And in Robert Morgan, you can't really switch your strands like that. You know that. So he was just like, you're not going to do cosmetology. You're going to do chorus. This is what you're going to do. So that's where I got my vocal training. Majority of it, yeah.
Because I didn't even know you did cosmetology.
I did it for 9th grade, half of 9th grade. And then Mr. McCall wasn't having that.
Is that something you wanted to do as well, though? Do hair and makeup and all that?
I did. But singing was always my passion. But I never knew that you can really pursue your dreams like that. Like, really do it. Like, I didn't know there was a way to really do it. Like, how could I make money off of this? Yeah. You know what I mean?
I remember in like middle school, you were like in drama.
I was in drama.
Were you singing in there too?
Yes, I was. I was in drama. I was.
But like back then, you didn't really think of like to like pursue it more, or like want to like do more singing when you got to high school.
It was always my dream. You know what I'm saying? Like, singing is always something that it's a part of me. You know what I'm saying? It's what I do.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever like really knew how to ever take it serious. So it was one of those things where it was like, maybe it'll never happen. You know what I'm saying?
Was anyone like discouraging you at that time?
Not really. No.
You just like wanted to do something else, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. It wasn't really,
Yeah.
Is there something like particular like in your childhood that made you fall in love with music? You're just always around it, or?
No, I would just literally, like, me and my sister would go to the dollar store and buy those little demo CDs that had one track on it, and we would like buy a whole bunch of those and just learn the songs, do the dances, do shows for my mom. Like, it was like our thing. Like, we just took it upon us to do that. Like, that's what I guess we fell in love with, and that's how I found out that I could even sing like that. Like, my sister was like, wait, do that again? What was that? So, yeah.
You were ever taking like lessons before like high school or anything like that?
No. It was like a God-given talent, I believe.
Do you feel like it got better like while you were in high school? Like,
yeah.
You got good direction?
Yes.
Like, what were some of the things that they were like teaching you?
Breath control, like how to control the voice and how to breathe, because breathing has a lot to do with singing, and if you don't breathe right, it's just not gonna sound right.
because there's a lot of people that like they you feel like it's more important like someone's like born learning like knowing how to sing, or like they can actually do, you know, like what you do, like it's learned, you know what
I mean, I feel like people can learn, but truly talented people, I feel like they're born with it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel. But everybody has their arguments to that.
What about like people that, you know, they want to sing like, I want to sing like Beyonce, I want to sing like Chris Brown, I want to sing like Mariah Carey, you know, like they have like someone that they want to like sing like.
Embody. Yeah, I mean, there's already a Beyonce, there's already a Chris Brown. Why would you want to sound like somebody that's already in the industry? Sound like yourself.
Yeah.
Find your sound so that you can, you know, be unique, and because they're going to hear you and be like, oh, she already sounds like Beyonce.
Yeah, we already have that sound over here.
Exactly. People want to hear something different, something refreshing.
Do you ever find yourself like having those thoughts like, oh, I want to sing like this person, I want to, you know?
Who doesn't want to sing like Beyonce? Of course, or Mariah Carey. I feel like I have some influences because I did grow up listening to that, and I feel like a part of learning how to sing on your own, it is kind of mimicking what you hear.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
singing
saying?
along and whatnot.
Exactly. Kind of trying to do the riffs and the runs like certain artists, and you know, sometimes you master it and sometimes you don't.
You sometimes, like when you don't, like sometimes you find like what you actually do know, right?
Exactly.
How did you like find your style?
How did I find my style?
Like how would you actually describe it first? Like how did you describe it, and then like how did you find it?
I mean, I feel like I'm R&B all the way. Like that's just my style. Like I grew up listening to that. That's my passion. That's where I am. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How did I find it? It took a while to find it. Like doing it on my own and writing my own music. It took a lot of good records and a lot of bad records that I was like, what am I doing? But you know what? The whole thing is to never stop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you gonna find it.
How do you like? Oh yeah, and so then like how would you describe it?
How did I describe what my
Your
sound?
Yeah.
I don't really like to describe it. I like for people to tell me how it sounds to them. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, this is me, because I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they can interpret it like someone.
Exactly. Like I always feel like music should always speak for itself. You shouldn't have to speak for your music, because if you have to speak, then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you feel like there's like a Miami style like in you? Like where like some influences from Miami that like influence your music?
Influences from Miami?
Because we were listening to your music like on the way here, so like we saw that.
Yeah, it's very Miami-ish.
Yeah.
Very Miami-ish. I mean, I'm a Miami girl. The Miami is in me.
That's gonna happen like
exactly.
by default.
That's the nature.
Because I feel like a lot of, like there's some people that like they wanna like incorporate Miami into the music, but they don't really know how to like channel it like the way you do. You know?
I really don't even realize that I have Miami in my music. I just do it. Yeah.
How'd your first studio experience go? Like how did that come about? Like who pulled the strings and how did it happen? Like how did?
Oh my God. So there got to a point where I was just like, okay, I was on Instagram and I saw so many people doing this, like doing covers, going to the studio, this is that. I'm like, okay, what am I doing? Like if I have all this talent and it is possible, and now I know how to go to the studio and I know how to make the moves and this is that, why don't I try it for myself? So I started literally hashtag studio in Miami, started adding everybody on Instagram, Facebook, started messaging people, trying to find opportunities.
Like networking.
Yeah. And then I was on my Facebook and I saw D-Shim. He had added me as a friend. And I was like, I was always hearing his name, like, oh, if you want to record, go to D-Shim, but I didn't know how to find him, where to go, what to do, so I was just like, whatever, it came to me.
Yeah.
So I added him, and I wrote to him one day, and I was like, what's up with the studio? Like, let me check it out, let me see what's up. So I went to the studio.
Was it this studio or was it the one in Midtown?
It was the one in his house, actually. Yeah. And I liked it. I was like, damn, like, I really like this. But he was like, you're so inexperienced, you're not gonna know what to do. Like the recording process is a total different thing from live singing. Like
so
I don't want to record you.
Were you nervous your first time in front of the mic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was.
Did you ever try like recording anything like at your house, like in your laptop or your phone or anything?
I mean, I recorded in someone's closet one time, but I don't know what happened to that record. I didn't even get to hear it, so I wouldn't even know
Really?
what happened to it or how it sounded. But yeah, fast forward to the first time I got in the booth, I was scared, and then Shim looked at me like,
did you have any like type of direction or anything?
no direction. And that was a problem. That I had to find a way to direct myself. I had to write for myself, direct myself, and do everything for myself, because obviously if you're just starting out, no one's gonna really believe in you to really help you out like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta kind of do it all on your own in order for people to kind of ride the wave with you. That's just how it be.
How does your process, like when you're making a song, like how does the writing process go for you? Do you just do it on the spot in the studio, or
no? I mean, I like to write in my house, but I can do it on the spot in the studio. But I basically just listen to the beat, and I'll pull out my phone and the recorder, and I'll just record melodies. La la la.
Like you just like
whatever comes.
Like do the cadences of it?
Yes, and then I'll record that, and then I'll listen to it, and then I could just hear words in it. So then I start writing the words. And
you never like think of like, oh, this is the concept I want to put, or just like.
Sometimes it really depends on the record. If it's a beat that is not really me and the beat's not really flowing, then yeah, I'll be like, okay, concept, let me write it like this. But if it's just like, if it's just a beat that is just like, I don't know, I feel like a good beat brings the lyrics out of you without you even having to have a concept, without you even having to think about it. It just comes out. Like, I love those type of beats.
When it comes to like singing, do you ever feel like sometimes like you rap your lyrics? Like,
I do rap some lyrics because I feel like that's what's in right now. Like, I feel like rap is the #1 genre right now, if you think about it. Like, look at all the commercials now. Like, everybody's trying to incorporate a trap song or trying to do a trap jingle, like 1-800-411-PAIN or whatever the case is.
Never looked at it that way.
Yeah, everybody's
I
doing
see, like,
rap
rappers,
stuff.
Like Ben Staples and like Lil Yachty and stuff like
Exactly. And so I feel like rap is #1 right now, and nobody really is tuned into singers right now. I feel like
the rappers that are like singing are the ones that are like more popping, like Quavo or like Ray Shremmerd.
Exactly.
Or like
they've made it a thing now. So I said, okay, well, since I could sing, why not? Rapping is just literally talking.
Yeah.
So why not sing rap?
Because I was saying, because like whenever I try to like write singing lyrics, it's hard for me because I'm like, I've always rapped. So like I see the lyrics and I just rap them. I can't really sing them, and
yeah,
it's kind of hard for me to do.
Yeah, to me that's actually hard to like pull off, like
putting,
because then you get me, like, how do you determine which bars you're just gonna harmonize over and then throw another word in? Like, I don't know how a singer does that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know how a rapper could just write bars. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's the opposite for me. It's like I think of harmonies and melodies first before I even think about the wording.
I think that's what our problem is, because we write first and then we like harmonize it, I guess.
Yeah, you just throw like a random melody to your words that you just written.
Yeah, exactly. Because like that's
really.
Yeah, kind of.
I do it totally backwards.
What about like, do you like, when you're recording, do you rely heavily like on any auto-tune, or just everything is just like all like more raw and like it's like minimal like mastering? I mean like mixing stuff.
Honestly, I really don't like singing with auto-tune on in my headphones because it throws me off. Like, my voice is so on point that the auto-tune throws me off, and auto-tune's supposed to keep you on track. That like the auto-tune, my voice will be so dead on that the auto-tune will mess with it, and then I'll sound like, I'll listen to it and I'm like, what is that? Then you take it and then you take it off, and then it's just like perfectly fine. So I'm like, we can't do this. But I've learned to grow to like auto-tune, because before, like, Shim, he'll put auto-tune on my tracks and I'll be like, take it off. We'll get into big arguments because I didn't want auto-tune on my tracks, but I learned to like it. I learned to.
What do you love most about I guess, finally pursuing your dreams and like immersing yourself in this industry? Like, what do you love most about it now that you're
doing what I love, like not working a 9 to 5 and listening to somebody tell me to go put the silverware away, and if I don't do it right, they want to send me home and cut my hours. No, like I can wake up, I do what I love, I get paid to do what I love, people want to pay me to do what I love. Like what's better than that?
When did you feel like you were able to like quit your job and start doing music?
I was never ready to do that, but I felt like it was something that I had to do, and something that I was willing to do in order to get to that next level. You gotta take that risk, that leap of faith.
Where were you working at before?
My last job was Sushi Saki.
The one right there?
In the Redlands. And my manager, I was actually having a lot of shows at that time. Like my career was starting to, do something.
Yeah.
And my manager was like, you can't keep missing work. Like you have to choose right now between music and this job.
Saki, like they're open super late, and especially on the weekends.
Exactly.
So
and I was like, they were very flexible with the hours and stuff. They were very understanding, but it's just I understood too that I was taking too much time off. So he was like, you have to pick right now. Do you want to be a singer or do you want to be a waitress? And I was like, I want to be a singer, so consider this my last day. And I left.
What about like your parents? Were they like supportive with like your music career?
After a while, yes. After they started seeing the whole process and, like people paying me for features and the followers going up. Like once they started to see the movement, they were like, oh, okay.
Your parents actually care about the followers? I feel like
my mom is so like in tune with, like she's hip. She's really hip. So she knows about the followers, the likes, the clout.
I be showing my mom my followers. I'm like, look, I got like 6, and she's like, oh. Did you clean your room? Are you gonna go to work? Is that gonna give you money? And like, you don't understand. Like,
no, yeah, they don't. But
would you say your parents are your number one fans? Your mom?
My mom is my number one fan, for sure. She's always checking for me. I actually grabbed her phone the other day to look in the search thing, and now I'm like number 1, and I'm like, oh my god. And then on my Reverb Nation, it says, who's your number 1 fan? And she's right there, and I'm just like, Mom.
She has a Reverb Nation account?
I don't even know. I think she does.
I'm sure you could link your Facebook to
her. You do.
Were you like always in a musical household, or was it like you guys were like
no
music on the radio?
No, actually, no one in my family knows how to sing.
Really?
At all. I'm like the only one. So everybody's.
Do they not know how to sing, or they just didn't like? They can't sing at all?
No, they can't sing at all. Like, they cannot sing at all. It's funny. It's so funny. Because my sister will try to sing, and then me and my mom would just bust out laughing because it's just horrible. It's funny, though.
What about, like, your first shows? Like, what were you doing? Like,
my first show?
Yeah, your first shows.
Was at Jazz's. My first show was at Jazz's.
Where is that?
It's on South Beach. It's like a small venue.
Was there any promotion behind it? Or did you just show up and everyone was like, oh, who's this?
No, there was some promotion behind it. It was curated by Pooh Gator and some other people. And I got there and it was pretty packed. I was really nervous.
Really?
But then it got to a point where I was like, okay, I'm ready. Like, what's taking so long? And I got on there, and then I loved it. I loved the energy. I love wowing people in the crowd and all their camera phones and the flashes on.
Do you still get that way, like at shows?
Yes. I love it. And I still do get nervous. I don't think the nervousness will ever go away. It's just natural.
I don't know. I would think that, like, because you were doing, like, drama and stuff, like, and, like, singing, like, the in chorus, so I figured, like...
I was always shy.
Really?
Like, even in drama, I was so shy. In chorus, like, if I had a solo, like, I remember one time they asked me to sing in front of the whole class, and I made them turn off all the lights, and I had my back towards them.
Really?
I was so shy.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
At least you still did it, you know?
I know.
Yeah.
But, then I just started, like, I guess it helped me. Like, chorus really helped me to come out of my shell and do what I do.
That reminded me of, like a post I saw on Twitter, like, they said, like, niggas will go, like, on, like, like perform on stage in front of like 1,000 people, but then in class they were like, you know, they don't want anyone to see them reading in public, like
Yeah.
out loud.
It's true.
So, who would you say is your biggest influence right now in the industry, or in your genre, and what you think your genre is? Who would you look up to the most?
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
She has attained the most amazing level of success. Like, she's been consistent for about like 15 years, 10, 15 years now.
Would you consider her like the Drake of like R&B?
Yes, I consider her the queen of R&B. Like, she got that title.
What do you think of wait, what was the one? Was it Lemonade? That was the last one, or was
Yeah,
it
Lemonade. Oh my God, I love that. I still bump that project like
really?
every day.
What do you think about like what happened with like Jay-Z and her?
Oh my gosh, I mean,
Is that real? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, he said it.
yeah.
Okay.
Every man cheats, and I feel like, damn, if Beyonce
Did
could
it-
get cheated
did it
on,
break your
nobody's
heart?
safe.
Yeah.
Nobody's safe. Yeah, because I realized at that point that nobody is safe. If you could cheat on Beyonce, what man is gonna be faithful?
We are. I am.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
No, but
For
Jay-Z's
sure.
Jay-Z though. He's like, you know, he has like all the clout. Like he has like.
So
he's
what?
all the way
What
up there.
clout makes, like, that means you can't be
I
faithful.
feel like
You
I
know
feel
what
like
you
it makes
said?
you more tempted.
You said
more
that.
tempted than
You said
anything.
Beyonce
True.
being the Drake of R&B. I would say she's the Jay-Z of her genre.
I don't
Yeah, she is the Jay-Z
Yeah,
of her
that's
genre.
how I would.
Nah, cause like Jay-Z, cause to me Drake is like at the top of rap.
Yeah, but he's kind of like a newbie if you think about
Nah,
it.
he's been in the game a years.
Okay, bro.
What you mean?
I don't know.
Who do you think it is, Drake or Jay-Z? At the top.
I mean, I would say
What, the top right now?
Cause he's into like 90s. I'm more into like the new.
me and him on the same page.
You can't really
I'm
say
in the
that
90s.
though.
I would
Yeah.
say
I love the 90s,
Jay-Z
but, yeah.
because
Uh-huh.
he's like king. You know what I'm saying? Drake because now, like,
Yeah.
the millennial and the new wave and the sing rap and this is that, but Jay-Z's that real hip hop, that real, you know, he has some hits.
Yeah. What was like the first hip hop you were like listening to?
The first song I ever learned how to sing was R&B and hip hop. It was the City High, the song that's like, what would you do if your son was at home crying out loud on the bedroom floor 'cause he's hungry?
Is that Alicia Keys? That's not Alicia
No,
Keys.
no, City High. And then it was like this whole rap group. What would you
I
do
remember
if your
that,
son
yeah.
was at home? You don't
I
remember?
remember watching the music videos.
Damn.
Of that, like, when I was a kid.
No, I don't remember the
Yeah,
song.
you're into the new stuff. You wouldn't
Yeah.
understand.
I was into the 90s stuff, right? So like
You were 90. You were born 90.
95.
95. I'm 93.
000.
Okay. Nobody.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody.
Yeah. What about do you feel like you fit in like with this new like you know like the new style like the style of music now, or do you feel like 90s would have been like a better suit for you? Like,
Oh my gosh.
The whole or like early 2000s, because I know that was like a really big time in R&B.
Yeah, early 2000s for sure. But I'm learning to adjust, and you know, hopefully we bring it back.
Do you have any like projects coming up that you're working on that you want to drop as a collective, like
Of course. I mean, I just dropped my EP, How I Really Feel, about 3 months ago, and it's actually charted me #1 female R&B and soul singer on Reverb Nation.
Nice.
And I've been #1 for a straight 3 months, which I'm really proud of. But I am working on a new project, and I do plan on releasing a collective, you know. I
Nice.
feel like releasing projects, I mean, from the results that I had from How I Really Feel, it's really good to gain an audience and for people to understand you and your music, because ultimately you're like, they see your artistic ways through your music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever put like any like really personal things in your music?
Yes. Yes, for sure. I have a record on the project. It's called Be Alright, and it's about being cheated on and just being through with relationships and stuff. Actually, the whole project was basically all of my love experiences, you know, be it good or bad.
Was it like anyone in specific, or is it just like all like?
Just different, no, not anyone in specific, just different experiences that I've had, different emotions that I've had bottled up, and I found a way to express it through my music, which has been a really good therapy for me, a really good way of letting go.
How do you feel like when you listen to your own music?
I love it. I'm my #1 fan. I be bumping that shit everywhere I go.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you ever seen like anyone else like bumping it?
Yes, I actually have so many people. I don't even know. DM me videos of them, you know, singing to my music. Yes, and it makes me so happy to see that, because I'm like, oh my God, people are actually really listening and really becoming fans. And like, I get so many messages on a day-to-day basis, like, you're gonna make it so far, you're so amazing, I bought your EP and this is that, come out with more music. So that to me is like the biggest motivation, because I mean, this could be so hard. This industry is so hard. It's just really not as easy as people make it look.
You gotta be very persistent.
Very persistent, very consistent, very everything.
What are like some barriers or like obstacles that you've had to like overcome?
Men in the industry, and I guess having no respect for you as a woman, and having no respect. They're like, oh yeah, you got some music, oh well, let me see what you can do, what are you gonna do for me? You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's a big thing that a lot of women go through in the industry. You know what I'm saying?
You feel like it discourages them from even like trying to start?
Of course. I mean, that's the #1 reason why my mom was like, I don't even want you to be in the music industry, because I've been wanting to do this. You know what I'm saying? But she would always be like, you know, I don't want you to be around that. There's a lot of guys and a lot of drugs.
How do you feel about like the girls that use like their sex appeal to like get them to like where they need to go?
I mean, I feel like to each his own, and if it works for them, hey, you know, that's great. Me personally, I don't feel like it's necessary, because I feel like if your talent is good enough that it will speak. You don't have to show your body to generate more views, because they're not looking for what you got, you know what I'm saying, like your talent itself. They're looking for what else you're gonna show, like what else, you know what I'm saying. And then once you give it all away, it's like, okay, we already seen it all, so why should you even be at the top? Because there's nothing else to expose.
Nowadays it seems like that's part of the talent.
Yeah, I feel like the guy equivalent for that is like boom.
Boom game.
Yeah. He uses like crazy stuff to like get his music out, but no one even knows that he makes
music. He does music?
Yes,
I didn't even know.
I didn't really know that.
I just thought he would just act the fool. And that's another thing, like, that I've realized as well, that you have to do some crazy, obscured, like, what is this dude that...
Tech 9?
No, not Tech 9. Tech A. Or whatever his name is, that he killed like 2 people.
No, but he didn't do that to get his music out. He did it because he was stupid.
He knows Tech A. He bumps his shit every day.
Oh yeah.
I like his music, but like, I mean, I don't know.
So I mean, yeah, okay, well.
But I just don't think he did that to get his music out.
Why did he do that?
Why did he do that?
Because I was watching like before they were famous, and apparently like he shot some girl. He was like, "Hey girl, let me fuck," and then like she was like, "No." So he like shot her.
You lying.
That's what he said. I was like, what the fuck? Because he was just like with his homie in the car.
I don't know about that.
Her?
Yeah. But apparently like it was like, I don't know.
And then these are the people that we want to bring up and want to, hey, you know, let's listen to their music. That's crazy to me. That's ridiculous.
But that was before the music though.
Enough about TK. More about Zyana Trillz.
But now like you're saying like people do like crazy stuff to like get their music out.
Absolutely.
How do you feel about like XXXTentacion?
I've never even tuned into him or his music or what he got going.
What about his like whole wave? Because like he's like putting on like for like.
I mean, I've heard he's really big, and I've heard like he's, you know, like a lot of people like his music and stuff like that. But I've never really listened to it, or I've seen pictures of him.
Have you ever collaborated with one of these new wave rappers, or just any rapper in general? Like,
I've collaborated with Mike Smith. I don't know if you guys have heard of him.
I heard it.
Yeah, he's a really, he's an amazing rapper out here. He's like...
I think he's underrated.
No,
Really?
of course.
I was supposed to do an interview with him, but he left like right before.
He's on the grind. All gas, no brakes.
But I wasn't sure who he was, but yeah, like him,
No, he's that man is about to blow any minute. Any minute.
I think I heard of him with you, because of you.
Yeah,
That's
maybe.
Just one song with one rapper?
No, I have like 3 or 4 songs with Mike Smith. I have a record with Hot Boy Turk from the Hot Boys.
Hot Boys, like from Lil Wayne?
Yeah, Lil Wayne. It was Lil Wayne,
Juvenile.
Turk, BG, and Juvenile. Yeah, and I met Hot Boy Turk, and he loved my voice, and we did a record.
What makes
together.
you like want to work with an artist, like specifically like a male artist?
Their talent, and I feel like hip hop and R&B are just, I feel like a rapper always needs a singer because it just makes everything just blend.
Yeah. Sometimes that's all it
better.
needs, and people won't even realize that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, something's missing from this, and they don't even know that a woman's voice would like put the cherry on top.
Like Ja Rule and
Ashanti.
Ashanti, yeah.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
What would you do with all my bad?
For real.
What's like one artist that you would love to like collaborate with?
One artist I would love to collaborate with.
Yeah.
I mean,
like from any era, like any time, like they could be dead or alive.
That's such a hard question because, to be honest, nowadays there's so many artists that have came and have gone and are doing it.
Yeah.
That it's so hard to choose one, just one. But if I could pick like one artist that I'll be like, damn, I did that.
Yeah.
Would probably definitely be Drake.
Really?
I was gonna say that.
If I were to do a feature with Drake, like I'll be like, okay, like I did it. That was it. I got my Grammy. It's on the way.
I was thinking Old Dirty
Pretty
Bastard.
big. That's a pretty big accomplishment.
Absolutely.
What would you say your biggest accomplishment to date? Not to jinx yourself or anything, but like at which moment did you feel like, damn, like it's a big accomplishment right now. It's a big milestone for me.
Getting on Revolt TV. I feel like that I was seeing myself on Revolt TV was like amazing to me. That was a huge account. I was screaming out the top of my lungs, and I feel like the
It was a music video.
It was a video of just me singing like live, and then they had it on like the commercial of Breakfast Club. So I felt like, oh my gosh, like that gave me like everything to say go, like do it, full throttle, like don't stop.
What about there was a time I saw like you were with like hanging out with like a lot of celebrities and stuff. Like were you ever like starstruck?
I'm always hanging around celebrities. I mean, that's just what comes with it,
Yeah. Is there anyone that you were like ever like pretty starstruck, like oh my god,
Honestly, and now like knowing the person that they are, I think the only person that I really got starstruck was Pleasure P. I don't know why.
Because he was Pleasure P?
Yeah, because he was Pleasure P. Like, that was, like, that middle school, like, yeah, like, in middle school, I would listen to Pleasure P all the time. I would love his voice, and, like, the lyrics were just on another level.
And you finally met, like, what were you thinking, like, what were you thinking, like,
I had no thoughts. I was like, is this Pleasure P right here in front of me? I froze. But, I mean, I've met Flo Rida, I've met Meek Mill, I've met a whole, I can't even sit here and give you guys a list. Like, I've met so many people, and I know how to keep my cool. Wait, now thinking of it, it just got back to me. Biggest like moment for me was being in the studio with Timberland and Syrie the Kid.
Wow.
That right there was everything to me. Like, I stayed at the studio it was like from like 8 o'clock p.m. all the way to like 7 o'clock in the morning. I did not want to leave. I was ready. Yeah, I was just watching everything, seeing how Timberland produced and how he even worked and how they don't even write their lyrics. They just go in the booth and say, okay, we're going to do this. And then, no, let's scratch that. Let's do it again. And it's just like, and then he came over, he talked to me, and I was like, oh my gosh. But I still was a starstruck. I was just trying to play it cool, like, oh no, so yeah, for sure, like, trying to play it out.
I feel like sometimes like they like feed off the ego, they're just like, oh yeah, like, I like when people are like, oh
like
my God.
Sometimes they want you to be starstruck.
Yeah.
Well, no, because that will turn them off.
Really?
You know, I feel like a lot of celebrities just want to feel human. They don't want, like, everybody is like, let me take a picture with you and da-da-da-da, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes they just want somebody to ask them how they're doing, or are you hungry? Did you eat today? Let's grab a bite to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't always want, like, you know, everybody, you know what I mean?
Do you feel like you would be able to handle the fame?
Yeah. I feel like nobody's ever really ready. It's just something that comes with it, and you just have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
What's like your plan to like stay at the top, and like, you know, because like, you know, artists, they don't really have like that long of like time span for
longevity.
Yeah. Do you feel like
see, if I were to say my plan, then somebody else would want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the really big problems I feel like I'm facing right now. It's like I'll do one thing and then everybody else.
Yeah. I mean,
will do
like,
the
what I mean
same
is
thing.
like, do you have like a plan of like, you know?
Of course.
Do you think about that?
You
like,
have to, You have to have a plan, because without a plan, I mean, how are you gonna ever really be successful? You can't just do stuff to do stuff. You have to really know the direction you're going in, what you're trying to accomplish.
So you ever like wing or freestyle or anything? You just like everything's like calculated and premeditated?
I mean, it's my phone.
No, you pop it.
Yeah, it's off the hook. I'm actually supposed to be hosting an event right now.
Oh, sorry, I'm gonna keep this in my...
It's okay. No.
What's your name?
It is Scott Free, which he was formerly known as Scotty Boy. He was on a record with Rick Ross. He's been grinding. He was rocking with MMG for a while, but he's having his EP released tonight, so they got me hosting the event.
So rubbing elbows with all these people like Meek Mill and Timberland. What's the greatest like advice you've ever received from any which one of them? Or just any regular person in general?
No, like just keep from them. How about that?
Huh?
Like what's the something like you learned? You said you were like
the greatest advice you received.
Because most people say be yourself.
No. There's various little different things that I've been told that.
Like little gems.
Like for instance, like little gems. Like for instance, I'll never forget Syrie the Kid. He was like, oh, well, since you're trying to start your career, this is that, and this was like more in the beginning. He was like, do you have a sound exchange? I'm like, sound exchange? Exactly. I was like, a sound exchange? He's like, see, how are you trying to be an independent artist, or even how are you going to collect revenue? The whole goal is to make money. How are you going to make money off of this? And basically what sound exchange is whatever platform that your music is on, it basically kind of scans everything that your music is playing, and it pays you for that. It's linked to your bank account, and it basically pays you every time your song is played.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
With ads, or like it doesn't have to have ads?
Huh?
I never heard of this. Like, I'm interested.
Exactly. And so yeah, that's one of the things that he told me. And I was also advised to kind of master the art of freestyling at your house. Like, just lock yourself in your room and just go to a point where you just don't have to write anymore.
I do that in my car.
Do that in your car?
Yeah, I have a lot of beats on my phone.
That's good. That's good to master that. I'm trying to get to the level where I don't need no pen, no paper. Just
you want to freestyle right now for the camera? You don't have to.
I'm
You can say no.
I'm still working on that.
What about your tattoos? Like, what do they mean?
Okay, so this, I'm very I would say spiritually connected to God and stuff like that. I'm just a very spiritual person, so that's why I got this rosary. This is my birthday in Roman numerals. Me and my mom have the same birthday. That's why I got it.
Wait, I can't see. It's cool.
Yeah, I have my grandma's name.
You were born on your mom's birthday?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Like,
yeah.
What?
That was my mom's gift.
Your foot?
My foot. Oh, this is actually the Virgo constellation, because I'm really into astrology.
You're
and
Virgo?
If you look in the sky, this is the exact constellation. That's the Virgo constellation. I thought that was dope.
How do you feel about the eclipse coming?
It was crazy. I actually caught the lunar eclipse. I went to
Which
Wynwood. The one that just passed on the 8th.
How was that? I didn't...
Oh my gosh, like we were literally in the car and we saw the moon and it was so big. I never seen, I thought it was on Earth.
No,
and it was orange.
Oh, okay. I saw that on Twitter and they said, oh, whenever I take a picture of the moon, it's a dot. And someone was able to take a big picture of it.
It was huge. Like,
you said
I was
the 8th
scared.
of August this month?
Yeah, I believe so. And then the next one is going to be a solar eclipse.
It's on the 17th. No, Monday, I think.
Really?
Yeah, we were just talking about that. We don't know what.
Because apparently there's like a lizard man.
Could ignore him.
What's a lizard man? Y'all gotta put me on.
I don't know.
Have you guys ever heard of the Mercury retrograde?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in one right now.
Yeah,
and oh my god.
Does it
affect me? It affects Virgos like the worst because that's the planet that rules our sign.
How does it make
oh
you
god.
feel?
It's not that it makes me feel any way.
Oh, fuck, hold on for a second. Okay. Let me, because it stopped the recording. Because I have another interview like after.
No, you good.
So it's not that it's not that it makes me feel any type of way. It's just like those little things that, like, you leave your keys at the house and you're walking outside and it starts raining on you and like you try to go to the club. Yeah, exactly. It was horrible. Yesterday was just the worst.
Yikes! Is that supposed to affect everybody?
Everyone, yes.
Hmm.
But you'll probably notice it more now that I said something about it. Yeah. Now you're just gonna see.
Like, oh shit.
Like you drop your phone, the screen cracks.
Fucking retrograde.
Like, is that why? Yo, you know what's funny? Remember the other day when I saw you and I told you, oh, I'm gonna interview the negative.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mercury retrograde.
I don't know if it was that or if it was because of what you said. Because he really did bring me really bad energy.
Yeah.
Like the during the interview, like my girlfriend called me and then like my battery went out. And then like I looked at my account, I had negative. It was overdrafted because like I got a bunch of charges at once. I'm like, what the fuck? And like my other interviews were like, oh, I can't make it.
That's the Mercury retrograde. It's in full effect right now. It doesn't stop until September.
But it was funny because after the fact, I was like, damn, remember when Zyana Trillz said, oh, I don't know if you want to bring that negative energy around you.
All that shit just happened. Oh yeah, and then someone came in. Without word, they were gonna kick us out.
Yeah.
Oh my god, just everything that could possibly happen.
Yeah, everything bad happened, just happened. And we were like, damn, no negative. Like,
yeah, it was him.
Yeah, that was funny.
Never want to attract that.
Yeah. But what about like when you're on the road, like do you ever do shows out of town?
Of course, I always try to find stuff and just try to finesse and try to get in, you know, because I feel like the more exposure you get, the better it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've been to Atlanta and I've performed at a few spots and met a lot of people out there, and the love out there is crazy.
They all know your lyrics like word for word?
No, they don't know my lyrics word for word, but they like I've gained a lot of new followers from Atlanta.
Really? Because Atlanta, like, do you feel like were you there enough to know about like like the different culture of like music scene out there?
Yeah, it's totally different. Like it's a whole different wave. Like you go over there and like they even dress different. Like everybody's swagged out. Everybody's like up to date, and it just makes you think like, damn, Miami, what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? We need to get it together. I think.
I feel like they're trying to outdo us because we just do it so effortlessly.
I feel like less people care about fashion nowadays, or like dressing up nowadays in the scene than they did before.
Yeah,
like,
I agree.
Yeah, at the beginning everyone had to be fresh, but now it's like you can wear whatever and no one's really gonna care.
Exactly.
What about New York? Are you in New York?
No, but it's on my list for sure.
What's
by the end of this year.
What's your list?
I definitely want to go to New York, and I definitely want to go to California. I definitely want to go to Texas.
You ever been to like California or LA?
No, not yet. But we're planning a lot of things.
Do you have any off time? Because are you like just always working?
Wait. Are you gonna drive there or are you gonna take it off the plane?
That was so much more important.
Take a plane.
I mean, it really depends.
Cause I recommend you not driving. Cause driving sucks.
I know I've driven to, me and Shim always split the hours for Atlanta, but that's just cause it's there. But all the way to California, I don't think I can.
Nah, I drove to Texas. That shit sucked.
Yeah.
It was so long.
You're just a sucky driver.
Nah. It was so boring. All you see is trees. It's like, but it's like, it's worse cause it's longer.
Were you by yourself or did you?
I was with my boys.
It could be fun. No, that could be really annoying.
It was
After
fun.
a while,
Yeah.
when you're just in the car with people,
No,
it's
the
just
worst,
like...
the worst one, you know who Yoshi Tompkins is?
Mm-hmm. I've heard of him.
I did a show in Orlando with him, and in the car, he had his, like, stick. I was so mad because that stick was right next to my neck, so I couldn't even take a, like, sleep or anything, and it was like, imagine driving, like, 4 hours, like, with a stick right next to you like this. It was
Hell
no.
Why?
Yeah.
There was no other place to put it?
No, it was a stick. It's long. So it's
But
like,
why does he have a stick?
because he's like, he does like the Jesus thing, you know, like he's like a black Jesus, so he's like a shepherd. So he has to have that stick with him all the time.
I'm thinking, look, I'm so Miami. I'm thinking you're saying stick like a
Like a
gun.
gun, right?
Yeah, I'm like, damn, what kind of stick is that? An AK? Because if the thing is that long, I wouldn't want to
like,
sleep on
like
that.
like a real stick, like a staff. He has a staff.
Oh, I was really out here thinking you was like y'all was toting guns on the way to Texas.
I mean, we should have because like
Orlando.
we should have because in Texas I almost got shot because some guy he came out like the lady gave us the wrong room and some guy we went to it was like 3 a.m.
Only you, bro. Only you.
We knock on the door because we're trying to like put the key in but it's not working and we're like what the fuck and the guy comes like who the fuck are you and with the gun and we're like oh shit
yourself.
That's crazy.
My boy's like yo we got the wrong number we got the wrong room and the lady was like oh my god I'm so sorry. Okay, it was like another night. I was like,
oh my
scary,
god.
man. It's scary.
Yeah, you gotta.
Scary
Like when you go like to those places, you gotta like plan ahead because that was like a on a whim kind of situation.
Yeah.
So you can't get like hotels and like at like 12 a.m. and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it seems like you're always working. Like if you have any off time, like what do you usually do?
Like I'll go in the pool. I guess, but even when I'm in the pool, I try to write something. So I guess that's not really.
So you're always in the work mode.
I feel like right now at the point that I'm in, there's no time to be off because the moment I'm off is the next 23-year-old Cuban Puerto Rican singer that just made it, and I was over here on my time off.
Yeah. What
am I off for? You know what I'm saying? And when I get to the top, and get to the place where I really, really truly want to be, then
I'm pretty sure Beyonce is still working
of course. Now. I mean, no, I'm sure she got her little time off.
That's how you stay relevant, I guess.
Exactly.
Well, what about like some things you like to eat?
What I like to eat, I was basically raised in a Spanish household, so
Cuban, Puerto Rican,
yeah,
right?
Cuban, Puerto Rican.
Cuban food.
Yeah, a lot of Cuban food, a lot of Spanish food,
You like Cuban bread?
I love Cuban bread. That's every morning with the café con leche, and you gotta dip the bread inside of the café con leche.
I put it on my chicken sandwiches.
What, café con leche?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
What would you say? Which culture is more dominant in your upbringing? The Cuban side, the Cuban
side.
For sure, Cuban.
You like you like being Cuban or?
I mean, of course. How are you gonna not like?
I know, cause in Miami, it's like mostly Cuban, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of Cubans.
No, cause I know like a lot of like some kind of Cubans don't like other kind of Cubans. Like sometimes Cubans are like, oh, I wish I wasn't Cuban, cause like a lot
some
of people,
Cubans are like ratchet.
Yeah. Were you born here in Miami or born in Cuba or Puerto Rico?
No. I was born here in Miami. I was born in Hialeah Hospital.
Shout out Hialeah Hospital.
Shout out to Hialeah Hospital. But
yeah. Yeah, about the food, like what are like some like good like Cuban dishes that you like to eat? Like churrasco, like churrasco.
Oh my god, yes, churrasco is amazing. Apparently, you know.
That's Cuban. That's like a
that's Cuban.
That's like a general Latino thing, no?
No, it's more Cuban.
More Cuban, yeah. I would feel like it's more Cuban. I feel like, I love rice, beans. I love a whole meal. Rice, beans, steak, and French fries. Love it.
Do you like seafood?
I love seafood. Oh my gosh.
Do you eat a banana with your food? Like
Every time. Like, especially with picadillo.
Yeah.
Rice, picadillo, and a banana. It has to be, like, I love fried plantains and everything. They're good, but I'm talking about, like, the yellow bananas.
Why do you have to have a banana?
Because that's the only way to eat it.
Really?
Yeah. You can't eat it no other way.
I said I had a Cuban friend. I used to go to his house a lot, and his mom would always make this food. And I've eaten, you get me, like, stuff with plátano and stuff like that. But I never really had just, like, a raw yellow banana. Like,
you never had a banana?
No, I have, but I'm saying with a dish.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like with salty food.
So I catch myself doing
I
that
always eat
sometimes.
bananas in the morning. I take the bananas to give me energy, and one at night.
Eat that potassium.
I used to get a lot of cramps, so I started eating bananas and they went away.
Really?
Yeah.
That's the potassium.
Yeah, it helps cramps.
Charlie voices?
Yeah, those are the worst. Like, I would wake up from my nostrils like, what the fuck? They're really bad.
Damn.
Yeah. But do you feel like a lot of people from our high school are like talented and like would make it?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people from Robert Morgan.
I don't know how to like word it, but like, it's like
cool.
a request I have.
No, it's cool. I feel like a lot of Robert Morgan people that I know of, I mean, we have a lot of great talent. Like Caitlyn, she's from Robert Morgan.
Caitlyn,
she is so dope.
Caitlyn Garcia, Caitlyn.
Oh, no, Caitlyn.
Caitlyn is...
But Caitlyn Garcia is another very talented.
Yeah.
She's a great dancer.
Caitlyn?
I haven't really heard
Caitlyn.
it. Yeah,
She was younger.
He wasn't there that time.
What do you mean I wasn't there?
No,
Clue me in because I'm lost.
No, because he went to Southbridge after. That's remember. He got kicked out.
Regardless, who's Caitlyn?
He didn't.
No,
she's a singer. You guys have a
Caitlyn, yeah.
You guys have a track together, right?
Yeah, we do.
I heard it a while ago, like when you dropped it.
Yes, and we actually have one that we haven't even released. We have to release that thing. She's dope. Who else? Two Trill. He's pretty dope too.
Two Trill.
Shout out to Two Trill.
I don't know, shout him out though.
I don't know. I feel like Robert Morgan. There was a lot of talent dancers.
I feel like there's a lot of competition out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of the dancers are like dancing for the Heat and the Marlins, and the Dolphins and stuff like that.
I've seen that too.
Yeah, it's great.
Which is great.
You were in dancing?
No, I did like 2 electives with dance, but
you're dancing now, right?
Yeah, I actually teamed up with one of my friends, Color, and we basically go in that dance studio and we just act the fool. It's fun though. I like dancing.
What are dang, I forgot what I was going to ask. Do you have a question?
Do I have any questions?
No, because I had it and then I was listening to it and I
yeah. Did you ever think where you're at now in your career? Did you ever think you'll end up? Like, did you ever think your life would come to that moment?
Like right where we are right now.
I guess this very moment. Did you ever think your life?
No, absolutely not. I don't really know.
Sorry, that was like an inside joke with us.
No, but it's still a valid question.
It's still a question. Like, do you think
in your career, did you ever think you would actually make this leap and actually start doing this? Or are you just surprising yourself each day you go?
Surprising myself each day I go, really.
What about like any other things that you like think you could do? Like, have you ever tried to mixing, mastering your own music or doing your own like cover art or like doing your own anything else?
That is so technical, but I have been messing around with the cover art stuff, and I have been, because I feel like in order to get people to work for you, you have to wear the hat at one point, all of the hats, be your manager, be your graphic designer, be your this, be your that, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how to get the job done so that they're doing their job.
Yeah.
Because, you know what I'm saying? If you know how to do it and they're not executing and you could do it, they're fired.
Yeah.
You know what
you don't want to have to do something better than someone that you hire.
Exactly.
That's some good advice.
Exactly. Say that one more time.
You don't want to have to do something that you're paying something better than someone like you're paying. Because I'm trying to remember.
No, but you said it perfect. You wrapped it up.
That would stick with me, that advice. nice. Yeah.
Don't
Definitely.
do something that you're paying someone to do that you could do better.
Exactly.
That's why I feel like I do everything. Because he was supposed to be my producer, but then I started making my own beats, and they're better than his.
Damn.
Wait, what now?
He probably just a little rusty right now. Just let him.
Nah,
let him
I think I always had the sauce, but
Yeah.
You always did have the
You
sauce.
say you're better than me.
He really did.
Making the beats. Well, I haven't done it in so long.
I always send him beats. Like, you'll send me beats. I got you. Where do you get your beats from?
I actually now, I've had a lot of people send me a lot of stuff, which I'm so thankful
Really?
for. Yeah. I get like beats in my email every day that is getting to a point where I'm just like, oh my god, like I'm overwhelmed.
Do you have like any type beats that you like?
I love Kehlani type beats,
Hmm.
Bryson Tiller type beats, like that trap R&B.
The trap soul.
Yeah, that trap soul. I love it.
Yeah.
It's really, I don't know. I love those beats. I also like those island type beats,
Yeah.
like Drake and Rihanna.
Yeah, right. I've noticed that in your music too.
Yeah,
I think that's
I
why.
love those.
Yeah, it's like really popular right now. Like the whole what is it called? Rim. I forgot. Like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the whole Caribbean style.
Yeah.
The timpani drums.
Is it?
The boom, boom, boom.
Have you ever tried making your own beats?
On my what's this app in here?
GarageBand?
GarageBand.
Yeah, GarageBand, and
Yeah.
it just didn't really work out.
Really? Oh yeah, it sucks on the phone.
Yeah,
You
it's a
gotta do
little
it- you gotta do
tricky
it
on the
every day.
phone.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's pretty tricky.
You gotta do it every day if you wanna be good like that.
Yeah, but
I mean, that's the first program I used, like in 7th or 8th grade. Like
your
it was
phone?
GarageBand, not on my phone. Like these things weren't really out yet like that. But on the old MacBooks, yeah, it was the first thing I used. It's a pretty good program.
It is.
Yeah.
because you could just like click the little tambourine, this, that, and the third, and then it'll just play it.
I used
at your
GarageBand.
tempo.
I used GarageBand the day I got my laptop. I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna get Logic, and I just paid for it, and I just got it.
Damn.
And Logic has been like my friend ever since.
Yeah, a lot of people use Logic, and a lot of people use Fruity Loops.
Yeah,
Fruity
Fruity
Loops.
Loops. I
I feel like people are abusing Fruity Loops nowadays. Like it's so easy. Like everyone's a producer now because of Fruity Loops.
I feel like everyone's an
But,
artist,
yeah, I
everyone's a
respect it,
producer,
yeah.
everyone's
Yeah.
this, and everyone is that, and it's just so hard to filter through the bullshit.
The ones
Did
that
you
are
ever
serious
think
about
of being like?
Yes.
Did you ever think of being like a doctor, like an engineer, or like a lawyer or anything?
a makeup artist, right?
At one point, but
I mean, doing
I
something
did
different.
actually before saying, okay, fuck this, I just want to do music.
Mm-hmm.
I was gonna studying to be a mortician,
Mm-hmm.
and I was gonna
What was it about being a mortician that like interested you?
I guess the pay,
Really?
and just I don't know, I don't have a problem with
With
dead bodies. Yeah,
Do you watch like a lot of like cold case and first
I
48?
that's like one of like that's my favorite. Like
Really?
I love watching the IG channel. My TV stays on the IG channel. Like I love it.
You never get scared of that stuff?
No, it's just
Nah, cause like you were showing me like some conspiracy shit earlier today. I was getting a little spooked.
Oh yeah. What's it called? As a mortician, what are you? You're the one sewing them back up, or what are you doing? You're
yeah,
putting
like
makeup
just
on them?
yeah,
That's a-
putting makeup on
that's a
them,
taxidermy.
taking
Taxidermy.
yeah, you just basically taking out their bodily fluids
Out
and
of like,
I mean just like putting like little injection thingies in them or whatever. But then I was like, okay, no, like I want to do music. But at that point in my life, I don't know, I was in such a dark place in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I feel like once I found music, everything literally went from negative to positive. Like I was getting pulled over by the cops a lot. Like I was just in a very dark path. I wasn't like nothing was right. Everything was wrong. Everything was going wrong. And
Permanent retrograde.
yeah, for real.
Were you doing
Like-
like any drugs, like smoking weed or anything?
I was, yeah. And I was in a very bad relationship. And I had the wrong toxic people, you know, influencing me to steal out of stores and, you know, getting arrested for things like that. And the moment I switched to doing the music, like literally I cut off everyone. And my life has been so much better, and I'm so thankful.
Did you ever get like any backlash from those people? Like, oh, you're not gonna talk to me because you like, no.
No, they kind of understood.
Really?
Yeah.
Does anyone ever feel like you're like going to Hollywood on them?
Everyone always feels like that. Even like artists that I was friends with, like they'll just see, you know, the elevation, and then they'll cut me off.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I feel like that.
But it's just a part of the game.
Was there anyone that you were like sad to see go?
No. Because at the end of the day, if you can go that fast, then you really wasn't meant for me.
That's true. So. What about like any hate? Like, do you ever get any hate from anybody?
No, not anything, not direct hate. More subliminal that I maybe look at it and be like, really?
What about like
but
comments
it's never
or anything like on social media, YouTube?
No, not yet. Not yet. I think I got like one, which was like, let dreams be dreams. But I don't know if that was a hate comment. Like telling
that
me.
Sounds like,
that's kind of like,
that's something a dick was saying.
Yeah. And I go on his page and it's like this fat fuck that's like, bro, has nothing.
That's the definition.
That's hurtful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I went and I blocked. I deleted the comment. I blocked it.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Do you feel like,
I blocked him.
Do you feel like, cause like, yo, if someone said shit like that shit stays with you for like a while, you know?
Yeah.
Actually, you know, if we want to talk about hurtful things that people have said, I've had people in the industry tell me, like, this one manager guy, he was like, oh, you can't sing and nobody wants to hear that shit.
Really?
Yeah. And that shit had me like, oh my gosh.
Was
but
that
then
to
I was like,
encourage you and make you better, or was he just literally just saying?
I don't know what his motive was,
yeah.
but I told him, I was like, I never asked for your criticism. I never asked for your constructive criticism.
Yeah.
Thank you anyway.
Was that really constructive? I don't think that's constructive.
That's not constructive at all. But, you know, I had to remind myself who I was and what I was doing and I had to remind myself that people will try to bring you down as you go up because they don't want to see you win it.
Yeah.
They don't. Like,
do you feel like you'll have like thick skin, like for when like the hate does start rolling in? Because like of course, you know, the higher
the hate is gonna come in. Like people, I mean, like people will find anything. Like when Little Duval, you know, the comedian, he had posted my video. He did like this freestyle challenge and he posted me on his page and we got like 100,000 plus views.
Yeah.
It was amazing. But everybody was like, oh my gosh, it's amazing. The only bad comment that I got that was consistent was about my nose ring. They're like, she has a booger in her nose. She has a booger in her nose. Look at that booger. Ew, she has a booger. Like, that's all you see down the, aside from all the great comments.
One person said that?
No, about like 10 people said that.
Did it look like a booger or a nose ring?
Because it was the starter one. You know the starter one that is just, yeah, it's like the one that comes out from the bottom.
Oh, okay.
So I could see how it looked like a booger. But it just made me realize how, like, people will find anything, any like, one little thing and just bring it out because people they want recognition too.
Yeah.
So they're going to be like, damn, who's this person? That was funny. Let me go on their page. And then they got a new follower. So.
But at least they, you know, at least they're still watching it and it's still brought a reaction out of them. Exactly. You get me? So you're still winning at the end of the day.
Because I was thinking about that, like, because of what Cardi B said. Because Cardi B, she had like messed up teeth, and then she fixed it. Because like people were saying, oh, you know, your teeth are.
But for a while, she's like, fuck y'all, I'm not gonna fix my teeth. I like my teeth how it is.
But then she did it, and then now people were saying, oh, your nose is ugly. So it's like anything that she like.
I like Cardi B.
I love Cardi B.
They couldn't find anything else. They're like, oh, you know what? Now your nose is ugly. And then she fixed her nose, and they're like, "Oh, well, you can't rap." You know?
Yeah.
And so they'll just find like anything.
And then she dropped Bodak Yellow.
Yeah.
What's next?
Does he do the song?
Yeah, that's a hit. I love. I mean, the good thing about her is she won the whole woman audience, and it's so hard to win the women over. But once you win them over, you got them for life.
Yeah.
But that women audience is so hard. Like right now, I was actually looking at my statistics, and it's like I have like 80% men and like 20% women, and I just don't understand because I make my music for women.
But I feel you on that with Cardi B because I feel like, not to say that her music is ignorant, but like I guess chicks finally have like music
voice
for them that's kind of like ignorant, like our versions of like
what about
Chief
Nicki
Keef and
Minaj
stuff like that. Like
I agree. I didn't even look at it that way.
what about Nicki Minaj? How do you feel about her?
I feel like Cardi B's coming for her spot. I feel like Nicki Minaj better come with it.
Or Remy Ma?
Remy Ma? I mean, she's like a legend. You know, I guess you could say.
What's like
in her time?
What's like your like where do you see yourself like performing at like mostly now?
Right now?
Like yeah, do you
or
see
what's
it?
my goal?
Or like are you trying to like perform at like venues or like in strip clubs?
No, I mean I try not to perform at strip clubs because I feel like my music is not really strip club-ish. But if the opportunity, you know, if it comes by and they're like, hey, you know, we'll book you for this, and if they pay me, then I will not be complaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah.
Cause if yeah, we were told like in one of our interviews that like there's like two scenes. There's like the underground, like the like shows, and there's like the strip club. How you come up from there, and that's where like you know all the like the more mainstream artists come from.
Yeah. The strip clubs.
Yeah. It's like a better avenue if you like.
I mean, at the end of the day, everyone's journey is different. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't perform at every strip club and then think you're gonna go mainstream, because that's just not how this game works. There's literally no rules to this, and that's what makes it so hard. But then that's what makes it so easy.
Yeah, because you do whatever you want.
You do whatever you want. If it pop, it pop. You know what I'm saying? The whole goal here is to go viral.
Yeah. Do you feel like your time's coming up pretty soon?
Yeah. I feel it.
What's like, let's say that, well, do you want to get signed, or are you ready to do everything like yourself, like independent?
Right now I'm doing things independent, but you know, if a deal does come by and the paperwork is right, and I mean that both ways. I'm talking about contracts and the paperwork, like the money, if it's right, then of course, you know, why not? But as of right now, I feel like I'm doing pretty good independent.
Yeah, because like there's like artists that, I don't know, like it's mostly more, I feel like it's more rappers that are like independent than singers, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like it matters.
Matters in what sense?
Like it's better, like it's easier for a singer, or is it easier for a rapper to like do everything by themselves, independent?
I feel like it's easier for a rapper right now because rappers, I mean, that's the wave right now, everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Singers is just a whole different route.
I feel like singers really need like a solid production. Like a rapper could just go in a closet and then, you get me, he doesn't really need much support when it comes to an engineer or something like that. Yeah, so rappers got it easy.
They do. Singers is like...
But I feel like rock bands have it the worst of anyone.
Yeah. Damn. Yo.
Yeah. So, is there anything else that you want to ask, or anything you want to shed light on? Any rumors?
Any rumors you want
to? I don't spread rumors.
Any rumor reports?
Any things you want to clear up? Any rumors about you might want to clear up?
Anything anyone's been saying, running their mouth?
I mean, if they run in their mouth, that's fine. That's free promotion, and I want them to continue to run their mouth. So if they're talking about rumors, let them talk. Please do me the favor. Word of mouth is like the biggest source of promotion.
How do you feel like you promote your music? Like,
I feel like, I mean, how do I promote my music? I just put it out there. People repost it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really, you know, have like a solid, this is how I promote my music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just about building the hype.
You know, Instagram has this thing where you could like pay like $5 or something like that.
Yeah, I've done that.
You've done that?
Yeah, and it actually works.
Yeah.
It's brought a lot of organic following to my page. Like it's not like those fake followers that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's really organic people that like will message me and like become actual fans and want engagement and like comment on everything and like everything, and it works. It's definitely, it brings you a lot of organic, you know, engagement. That's important.
How do you feel about like buying fake followers and fake likes and stuff?
That's what he does.
I don't think, at the end of the day, the numbers have to correlate. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? If you've got 20,000 followers and you have 20 likes on your pictures, it just, like, we can see right through it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
People try to bamboozle me with these things.
No, for sure. And, bamboozle.
You already know.
You already know what the fuck going on.
Yes, I already know.
A whole bunch of bamboozlement.
And it's crazy, yeah, it's crazy because you go on their page and you're like, damn, how are they doing this, that, and then you come to their SoundCloud page.
They got like $20. Here you go, bots. And
yeah, but you know, I was actually, because I know a couple of people that were using Instagram. I don't know if you guys ever heard that. It's like this automation, and I was like, because I knew this one girl that she was like, she lived by it, and she's like, bro, it brings you like all this good shit and blah 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 blah. Mm-hmm. So I went to look, you know, and I'm like, damn, maybe I should get Instagram. And then I was reading that there's a possibility that your whole account could get deleted. I'm like, oh hell no! All this work that I done put in, and then it could just possibly be deleted because Instagram, like,
because a bunch of bots on your page?
Yeah, basically, like, you write like different, like, nice, comments. Like you see like cool, nice. Awesome.
I have a friend that does
Check
that.
out my da 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 da, and then
it's just comments for you.
And then when Instagram sees all that activity going on from your page, it's like not even possible
you get
that you're
reported for spam.
Exactly, and then they delete your whole page. So I actually went to Instagram the other day to see if it even still is. You know what I'm saying? And they completely took it out. And all those bot sites that, you know, supposedly bring this engagement, this is that, they completely took them out.
Yeah,
so now that's great because now, you know, people can't really fake.
The realness comes out.
Exactly.
But that's not expensive. I was like $60 a month or $90.
Something like that.
Yeah, $90 a month.
I know of someone that's paid like hundreds of dollars for a program to like, and I'm just like, it's not that serious. Just let it come to you.
Yeah. So, any advice that you yourself want to give to like others, like people starting out right now and get into the music industry?
Advice?
Yeah.
Be yourself.
Nice. Y'all know how I feel about that.
Any advice for upcoming artists? I would definitely say have a plan and execute. Write it down. Think of something, write it down, and execute. Because I was actually, and I've tested this too, that if you write something down, you're more likely to do it than not writing it down. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, let's say I want to do 3 shows a week. Instead of just thinking that, write it down, and you'll find yourself doing 3 shows a week. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like just always have a plan and execute because, like I said before,
you speak into existence.
That too, yeah. And I just feel like without a plan, you can probably go viral. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't have that plan to back it up,
no longevity.
Exactly. So it's what was the point of that? How? Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would just say that. Know what you're doing.
You wanna shout out anyone
out? Shout out to Dishan for letting us use this space and letting me use this space to create in here. Shout out to y'all for reaching out to me and, you know, getting this amazing interview up and running. And
And where can they find you at?
Find me everywhere on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, Reverb Nation, iTunes, Spotify, all that, at YouTube. Zyana Trillz. Yeah, YouTube too. At Zyana Trillz, ZYANA TRILLZ.
Alright, so this has been 6 Feet with lovely Zyana Trillz.